Yep.
Sean. It's been a while since we've done a game. Last one we did was St. John's. That was a rough game. No, it's gonna be. I'm eager to see how DeMatha is gonna come out in this game in the early going.
Yeah, for sure. I was looking at DeMatha's record. They're 11-2 at the moment, and both those losses came at home. You know, they were back-to-back home losses. You know, the Gonzaga loss and then the St. John's loss not too long ago. These two sides met the 2nd of January, and DeMatha beat Ireton 49-59. And you know, if you're DeMatha, you're gonna want to keep that streak going. They beat Good Counsel and O'Connell the last week, and so they're gonna keep on wanting to get these wins rolling.
Sean, and the starters for DeMatha, number 35, Elijah Hawkins, 45, Donovan Miller, 31, Miles Mosley, 44, Anthony Perry, and 33, Joshua Walker. Yeah, we have some key guys out. I noticed on the bench, we have Jeremiah Woodland not playing, the two major guys on the bench, Jalen Hall and Joe Agbador not playing. So it's going to be big. A lot of guys might have to step up in this game. Miller goes all the way in attacks and gets 2 points.
Definitely a change up in the starting lineup. You see both Carson twins on the bench tonight, but they should be getting involved some point in this game.
Yeah, the coach wanted to switch it up a little bit in this game. The first shot from 30 was good. And the second shot is also good. Number 13, Garlock passes it to number 14. It goes out of bounds. Still not the ball. Hawkins passes it to Mosley. Mosley dribbles up. He passes it to Miller. A little bit of confusion for the refs. And getting the clock worked out. And Mosley inbounds it to Hawkins. Swings it out to Mosley. Out to Perry. Miller goes inside.
5 seconds now.
And he takes a shot. It's no good. A good rebound by Perry. The shot is no good. Another rebound and putback is good.
Good effort by Perry there, not giving up on the play.
And turnover for Ireton, number 30. Couldn't handle the ball there, so it goes out of bounds.
It was a good pass.
And Mosley inbounds it to Hawkins. We go to Perry. They go inside to Walker. And his jump hook is good. Number 12 goes all the way inside and gets fouled. So 2 shots at the line. His first shot is no good. His second shot is also no good. Miller dribbles quickly down the court and gets the ball stolen. Number 13, Garlock, goes all the way inside. It's an easy 2 points.
We saw it last week in that St. John's game how much of a factor turnovers were. DeMatha now going to be a little more careful, I feel, but on that last possession, a little careless by Miller. Five seconds on the shot clock.
Hawkins goes all the way inside. The shot just didn't go down. The shot for number 30 is good. And Hawkins finds Miller.
Miller thought he was fouled there.
And rebound by Hawkins. Ooh. Wow, made him fall there. And the foul. Call a foul.
Man,
Wow.
that was clean.
Great spin move there by Hawkins, making the guy fall. So, you know, Sean, we haven't really played bad. It's just we're playing like we did in the last two games we did. Because, like, we're just not getting our points when we need them. Like, we're getting wide open shots in our lane, just not making them, just not going down. And that's what happened to us in the Gonzaga and St. John's game. But, like, in this game, it's not really hurting us because Ireton can't really score as well as Gonzaga St. John's. But it's just still, we need to start making our shots more. Like, it's really hurting us.
I agree completely.
First shot for Miller is nothing but net. Second shot for Miller is also good. Coming into the game now for DeMatha is number 51, Marquise Bolden. And a steal by Walker. And number 30 gets it back. And number 13 takes a three. It didn't fall. So DeMatha will inbound it. Mosley goes all the way inside. The shot is no good.
Pretty even game so far.
You know, Sean, something I just thought of and kind of noticed is that, you know, all the games we've done where DeMatha didn't come out with a W, the Carson's ones haven't had much of an impact in the game.
Yeah.
And, like, I don't know if it's a coach's decision or, like, I don't know what coach is thinking, but, you know, we have to get these guys in the game, get the guys more involved in the game because they have the ability to change the game at any time, offensively and defensively. And their lack of, what's the word I'm looking for, participation, I guess, is really costing the team.
Yeah, they've definitely been a little inconsistent, especially in those games against Gonzaga and St. John's. They're pretty much invisible in those games. But, you know, in these smaller games against, you know, Ireton and, like, a team like Ireton, you would really expect them to come out.
Yeah, they had really big games that we did earlier in the year in December against Roosevelt and the Heights. And they haven't really made much of an impact recently, but I expect that to change at some point. Almost a steal there by Hawkins. And the shot for number 12 is good. And Carson's jumper's no good. Ooh, hard foul there for number 14.
Good to see him get up.
Yeah, good 2 shots on the line for that one. The crowd cheering for him. Good job. His first shot is no good. His second shot went down. So Hawkins will bring it up the court. It goes all the way inside. Ooh.
Oh my
God. Wow, great finish there by Hawkins.
Put that on your mixtape.
The shot didn't go down, and Hawkins gets the rebound. Oh, shot for Carson's no good.
4 and 2.
He does not miss many of those. Oh. Great block there by Carson.
Sends that into the DeMatha bench. It's a good recovery there. I thought he definitely should have made that 3. He's wide open.
Yeah, he doesn't really miss many of those. Just, I don't know if it's a slump or something. Just, he's not playing like he usually does.
Another block.
Good block there by Peeler. And Carson, Miller races on the court, swings out to Hawkins. He hits the 3.
Hawkins is on fire this game.
.23 seconds left in the first quarter. Carson goes all the way. Miller goes all the way, gets a block by Ireton player. And there's a foul called on Peeler. There's 3 seconds left. So at the end of the first quarter, score is 19-13 DeMatha. Sean, what do you think about the first quarter?
You know, it started off a little even, but DeMatha kind of ran away with it at the end of the quarter. But, you know, if you're DeMatha, you can just keep on going with this momentum into the second quarter, and I can see DeMatha being quite comfortable.
You know, Sean, I agree with you. DeMatha really started off slow, kind of like they did in the Gonzaga-St. John's game. But, you know, throughout the first quarter, they really started to get it going, especially with Hawkins.
Yeah.
And good play by Peeler and Walker. Good blocks defensively, turned into offense. So if they can continue that throughout the game, they have a good chance of winning. And we'll be right back with the start of the second quarter. Shot for number 24. It's no good. Bowden will go all the way inside. His layup is no good. Almost a rebound there for Carson. And a steal by Miller. And Miller will go all the way inside.
Good
Get it
Euro.
easy, too.
Good Euro step by Miller there. Beautiful finish.
Oh! Oh.
Man, Hawkins.
I guess the floor must be slippery today, Sean.
You know, Hawkins went from a great ankle breaker in the first quarter to getting his own ankles broken.
You know, that's something you don't want to put in your mixtape.
Exactly. Hawkins a little frustrated after that one.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think we had a real ankle breaker all season, and we have 2 in the first half already. It's great entertainment.
Yeah. Don't really see many of those in DeMatha games, so it's kind of weird getting 2 in one game.
A little bit lucky that wasn't in a game like St. John's or Gonzaga when like the house is packed, and you know you get the oohs and the ahs from like the small crowd, but when it's from a crowd like Gonzaga, it's a little even more embarrassing.
Yeah, you know Gonzaga always brings their student sections to their games, so they definitely would have piped it up a lot. So Miller will inbound it.
If you had to rate both of the ankle breakers we've had tonight, which one will you say is a little better?
You know, I got to go with the one with Hawkins making the guy fall, because, like, when Hawkins fell, it kind of was like, I don't know, bro. It was like, he kind of slipped. But, like, when Hawkins did the spin move, he actually made the guy fall. So, you know, I got to go with the one with Hawkins. And when Hawkins fell, he kind of just laughed about it, and he knew he slipped. So, yeah.
Yeah, but, you know, with both, you know, both are pretty clean. You know, most ankle breakers, I've gotten my ankles broken here at DeMatha basketball camp once, but I tripped over someone when someone was setting a pick and the ball handler went the other way. And, you know, everyone went their oohs and ahs, but, you know, I knew that it wasn't that clean, but both ankle breakers so far have been pretty clean.
Ooh, surprised Miller didn't take that shot there. Good. Turnover for DeMatha. Almost a steal there by Hawkins. And the shot for number 13. Garlock is no good. Number 30 gets the rebound. The shot for number 24 is also no good.
You're going to wave it. Call it an offensive foul.
And Mosley inbounds it to Miller. Miller gets fouled. Mosley inbounds it to Miller. Miller swings it out to Mosley. Back to Miller. Back to Mosley. Bowden with a crossover. Goes all the way inside and gets the finish.
Good finish there.
And an and one opportunity for number 12 for Ireton.
It's a good response there.
Oh, just noticed that Mike Morley checked in the game for DeMatha, crowd favorite.
A little rare, you know. You see Mike when he comes in games a little bit later in the games, but you know it's second quarter, 5 minutes in. You know he's in. Coach is definitely gonna give him an opportunity, and let's see if he can make it count.
And the shot there for number. The Ireton player was no good, but the putback was good. And Carson takes a jumper.
There you go.
And it falls down.
Man, defense, blocking-wise, has been phenomenal. Whoa.
They call a charge there.
Carson kind of looked like MJ there for a second, but it's going to be waved off as a charging foul.
The shot there, the Ireton players no good.
Shot clock has to get reset there. Brick there. Mosley now taking it in. Gets fouled.
Hawkins swings it out to Mosley. Mosley goes all the way inside and gets his shot to go.
Yeah, good finish by Mosley there in front of like 4 Ireton defenders.
Ooh, great fake there by the Ireton player.
You know, if he hadn't faked it, I'm sure Carson would have gotten the block, you know, send it into Mike Jones where he's sitting down over there. Hawkins.
Great shot there by Hawkins. DeMatha will get the ball. Went out of bounds on some Ireton player.
While we're in this timeout, I want to raise a topic that's been going around DeMatha. Monday after the Super Bowl, we will kind of be having school. We'll be having something that's called Cyber Monday. Bryce, what are your thoughts on Cyber Monday?
You know, I think Cyber Monday is a good idea. I mean, for multiple reasons. One, because it's the day after the Super Bowl, and you know, people are going to be super tired. All the parties, nobody's going to want to go to school, and you know, it's good to test this out to see, because we have a lot of we possibly might have a bad winter this year, a lot of snow coming up. And if Cyber Monday works out, you know, we could do work from home. You know, that'll be good, so like we don't really miss a lot of work, all the snow days off. So I think it's a pretty good idea. You know, it's a great way to test it out.
Yeah, in previous years when we would do our like November food can drive, you know, for that day off it would be always the Monday after the Super Bowl, but they changed it to extend the Thanksgiving break. But I'd much rather prefer having a day off after the Super Bowl. Like you said, you know, so many parties are going to be super tired. And yeah, but I'm really excited to see this experiment with Cyber Monday and, you know, maybe do it a few more times in the future.
Yeah, this could be the first of many Cyber Mondays at this school. And I think it can work out. And a steal there by Carson. He's going to go all the way. Oh, but he got fouled. So he'll have 2 shots at the line.
Glad to see a foul there. Missed a layup that I feel like he should have probably made.
Number 32, Alexander have 2 shots at the line. Shot was no good, so Hawkins will bring it up. And Carson take a 3.
There we go.
Nothing but net.
That's more like the Carson we know.
Yep. See a little smile after that. Ooh, pretty good pass there, but it went out of bounds. This still be Ireton ball.
Five seconds on the shot clock now.
Oh, good block there by Carson. Hawkins goes all the way. Could have been a foul call there, but still got the 2 points. Ooh. Almost a rebound there by Hawkins, but it went out of bounds, so Ireton will get the ball.
Ireton really needed that bucket there. Shot clock turned off now. That's a good way to end the half there with the 3.
So 13 seconds left in the game. First half, excuse me. Ooh, cross over there by Hawkins. Shot there for Carson is good.
I say it every game, but boom goes the dynamite there. Carson, we kind of criticized him there at the start of the game. He looked like he was going to be a little inconsistent this game, but definitely proving us wrong and hitting 2 big threes.
Yeah, that's just what I was looking for in him. Not last year, last year and early in the season. He was making tough shots, defensively playing great, offensively getting to the hole, getting foul calls, just doing everything well. And recently he's just been in a slump, I guess. And it's great to see him make those threes and try to get out the slump. I say overall we had a pretty good first half.
Yes, I would agree.
Especially like halfway through the first quarter and through the second quarter, we had a very good game, a very good first half, excuse me. And if we continue that in the second half, we got a very good chance to win this game. So we'll be back with the start of the third quarter. And we're back with the start of the second half. You know, Sean, as I said, we were wrapping up the first half. I really want to see the Carson Twins and everyone else continue how they were throughout the second quarter, because they had a great second quarter. And, you know, we were losing at one point in this game. Now we all of a sudden have a 15-point lead. So if we just keep up the pace, you know, we'll be good.
It's definitely theirs to win right now.
It'll be Ireton ball. Number 31, Mosley. Pass it to Perry. Miller takes a shot. It's no good. Walker gets a putback.
It's a great rebound, great wingspan from Walker there to get that offensive rebound and put it back up.
A little bit of confusion there for the refs. Talking our classmate Mike Hawkins, the JV manager.
Yeah, we've been having a few problems throughout this game with the shot clock and the game clock. Hopefully we all get it squared away. It's definitely something, you know, coaches of DeMatha, they get kind of mad at, because it definitely stops the game, stops the momentum when the ref has to stop the play to reset the game clock or shot clock. I don't blame them.
The shot there by Moses isn't that good.
Hate to say it, but mostly might want to build a house with that brick, but let's see what good. See, that's better from DeMatha, you know, using the fast break to their advantage.
You know, in
Here we
some
go
past games we did, teams were using the fast break against DeMatha.
Oh, yeah.
Zone number 31, Miles Mosley doesn't miss many of those shots.
Yeah, schoolboy error.
Also in our video broadcast class, he did a stack report today. They did a great job. Him and Samir and Kevin.
Something we're definitely going to get back into, the stag reports. You know, another example of Hawkins using his body, not his brain there.
So Hawkins will bring it up. Swings it out to Perry. Out to Miller. Miller just a crossover, goes all the way inside. And doesn't get the layup to go down.
Another missed layup.
He called a foul on number 22 for Ireton. Number 30. Ireton goes all the way inside. There's a block by Walker. Great block there. And Walker will come out. And another great center for DeMatha. We have Eric Peeler will come in. Ooh. Ooh, great block there.
You know, someone might have to send this game to Ball is Life. You know, the handles have been insane this game. Some great ankle breakers, some great crossovers. It's been entertaining.
Coming into the game now is number 2, Carrington Higgins. Goes out of bounds. It'll be DeMatha ball. Number 35. Hawkins swings it out to Carson. Out to Higgins. Out to Bowden. Out to Hawkins. And a 3 for Carson's no good. The fight for the ball. It'll be DeMatha gets possession.
Yep.
So Higgins will inbound it. Oh, try to go for the alley-oop there, but Peeler couldn't get up. And 13 will take a wide open jumper and went down.
That was probably something that DeMatha drew up in practice, but definitely didn't work there.
You know, DeMatha has to be careful here. Ireton's really cutting into this lead. Oh, man. If Carson got that dunk.
Could have been a poster. Carson there.
And Higgins couldn't get the ball. So it's a turnover for and number 24. Ireton has that top of the key, swings out to number 30. Back to number 24. He fakes a 3. And the Ireton player goes up. The shot doesn't fall. And Bowden has it. It's a crossover. And Carson will take a 3. It's no good. And Hawkins.
There you go.
Passes to Carson. Carson gets an easy finish. Number 30. Dribbles around. He passes it to number 24. And almost a steal by by Carson, but he gets the shot. The Ireton player gets the ball and gets the shot to go. Carson hits a crossover. Passes it to Higgins. Passes it to Hawkins. Hawkins with a crossover. The shot's no good. And Hawkins finds Bowden wide open. And Bowden goes inside and gets fouled. With 2 shots at the line. Carson kind of let him get into the lane there, but that's 2 points there for Ireton. And Carson gets 2 points back for DeMatha. Number 13 shot, it's no good. But number 22, Golden, gets fouled. Those 2 shots at the line. His first shot is good. The second shot's also good.
Some of the Ireton fans not too happy with that foul call.
First shot for Carson, good. Number 13, Garlock, brings it up. Turnover there by Garlock. Mosley tried to get the pass to Bowden.
Yeah, pass was just a little too in front of Mosley there. Tried to save it, but it's a little too difficult.
We'll be right back after this timeout. And steal by Carson. It goes all the way. The shot does not go down.
Careless pass there.
Steal by Carson. He'll go all the way and get fouled. And once again, have 2 shots at the line. Both of his shots were good.
15 remaining now.
Good shot there. So at the end of the 3rd quarter, score is 56-40 DeMatha. You know, Sean, I think we're getting away with this game, you know. We're running away with this game, you know. It's just we're playing good defensively, offensively. Our defensive turnovers are turning into points. We're getting to the foul line. And we're just having an all-around good game.
Yeah, I agree. You know, the boys have played pretty well tonight, and for the 4th quarter, you know, it's just a matter of closing it out. You know, don't make any silly mistakes. Just close it out, respect your opponent, and come out with the win.
Yep. And we'll be back with the start of the 4th quarter. And 30 has it for Ireton. Swings out to number 13. Number 14 goes out of bounds. So it'll be DeMatha ball.
Yeah, stepped on the line there.
And Perry goes all the way inside and scores.
You know, Bryce, every week I feel like our broadcasting just keeps on expanding. You know, this year we introduced multiple camera switchers, you know, getting different angles of the game. But now it's different ways to stream this. You know, it used to be just NFHS network, but now it's on YouTube and Facebook and you know,
Twitter.
Even more ways to view DeMatha basketball.
Yeah, you know, I think this program is going in a very good direction. You know, we have so much going for us, so much potential in our program. You know, we just keep getting better, keep improving in every aspect. You know, as you said, the camera switching and the sources you could watch our broadcasts on, and the quality of our broadcasts is just, everything is just getting better. And, you know, Sean, we're improving as well. You know, since the first game we did, the Roosevelt game, you know, we improved so much. And, you know, it's just doing great.
Yeah, I agree. And, you know, if you have, you know, your son's coming to DeMatha or is a freshman and going to take an elective next year, I definitely do recommend the video broadcast class. You know, definitely opened my mind up to some new career opportunities, and, you know, it's something that I probably want to look into in college as like a broadcasting major.
Yeah, you know, Sean, when I was finishing my freshman year, looking at electives as a sophomore, I didn't really see a lot that interests me, but one thing I did see was this class, so I ended up taking it. And, you know, I did the games last year with Travis, and, you know, we did a really good job. You know, it sucks he couldn't take it this year. He wanted to. He wanted to, but, you know, he just had too much classes. And he kind of signed up a little bit too late, so he couldn't take it. He was very disappointed he couldn't do the broadcasts this year. But you know, it would be really cool to have all three of us do the broadcast together.
Yeah.
You know.
And it wouldn't be rare, you know, you see in the NBA, like 3 commentators isn't that rare.
Yeah.
So like if he comes back next year, might integrate some new features for the broadcasters next year. We'll see.
Yeah, there's a lot to look forward to next year. You know, remember in class, Mr. Efkin was talking about we might do a video broadcast too next year. You know, that would be great. You know, the guys that have been in the class for a couple years now, like me, you, Preston, Teague,
yeah,
you know, everyone just really puts a lot into this class and does a lot of work, and you know, it's going to be great.
Also adds you know, a little bit of that competitiveness. You know, one class is going to be a little more advanced than the other, and you're definitely going to want to be, like, if you've been taking this class before, you definitely want to be in the more advanced class, you know, and you know, might move a little faster, and a class, you know, definitely want to be a part of.
And Sean, if like I decide to go into this as my college major, you know, I will have a lot of experience. Cause I'm not even most likely, I probably will take this class senior year, so I'll have 3 years of experience, and you know, it's going to be great. And so will you, most likely.
Yeah, definitely looks good on a resume.
Yeah. And you know, Sean, I really like the guy that came into our class a couple days ago, the guy from Maryland. You know, he did a really good job telling us what it takes to get to his level of broadcasting. And, you know, he gave us a lot of tips that were very helpful and useful about not being shy and, you know, doing every little thing. And you have to be a very good writer to do this.
Yeah.
It's just, and you have to research. You do everything little that most people wouldn't do, and go take the extra step.
You know, something I definitely took away from that talk was, you know, one way to get started is definitely through internships. And, you know, summer's coming up. You know, summer's long. You know, I'm looking at jobs, you know, trying to make money, whether it's like, you know, paid internship or just a regular internship, like in some case of broadcasting, definitely getting that experience, especially if you want to turn this into a career.
And he said that there was a one-week club at Maryland. So, you know, that'll be very good for both of us because, you know, we have such good chemistry to go to that club and showcase our skills and learn. And another thing I'm looking forward to is signing day coming up. You know, we both signed up for that. You know, when I saw Mr. Puffett created that, I was very excited because I unfortunately didn't do it last year. I don't remember what happened. I don't know. It was Patrick, Norman, Teague. You know, I watched what they did, and they did a great job.
Yeah.
And interviews they did. You know, it was a great broadcast. We had Josh Wilson, former NFL player for the Redskins, be the special guest. You know, it was a great broadcast. And, you know, I'm looking forward to doing it this year with Teague and you and everyone else.
Yeah, you know, the Super Bowl is Sunday, but, you know, signing day is definitely our kind of Super Bowl. You know, it's going to be a big broadcast, a lot of people watching, and I'm pretty excited. I signed up. You know, hopefully I can do a few soccer interviews. You know, I'm a part of the varsity soccer team, and, you know, I definitely look forward to interviewing Justin Geelan, who'll be going to Maryland next year. You know, he's a great guy, and I look forward to asking him some good questions.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to interviewing some of the football players. You know, we have a lot of big recruits, like 2 players going to Maryland, 2 players going to Pitt, player going to Delaware, Columbia, just everywhere. You know, I'm looking forward to interviewing them and seeing what they want to do in the college level and how. And, you know, they've probably been dreaming about this moment for their lives, and, you know, it's finally coming true pretty soon, next week. So, you know, it's going to be great.
You know, while we've been talking, you know, Ireton definitely, you know, coming back a little bit, you know, only down by 12 now. You know, if you're DeMatha, I'm pretty sure that worries you. You know, plenty of time left in this game. You know, like I said at the start, you just want to focus on closing it out. But you know, plenty of time for Ireton to make a comeback.
You know, notice we put a lot of our bench in. Number 50, Donovan Bowen. And, you know, I understand why coaches put his bench in, but, like, at the same time, you got to be cautious because now it's only a 10-point lead for DeMatha, and it could go away pretty soon.
Yeah, you definitely see, you know, if I'm coach, you know, definitely want to finish this game out with probably, you know, my starters, you know, not take any risks.
Yeah, because we already had 2 losses at home, and I would hate to make it a third.
Yeah.
And Bowen goes all the way.
There you go.
And gets 2 points.
And the foul.
Yep, he'll have a chance for an and 1 play. And the shot was good. And a steal by Hawkins. And his shot is good. He will have a chance for an and 1. You know, Sean, I noticed the DeMatha pep band coming down. You know, they had a great performance during the St. John's and Gonzaga game. You know, they really got the crowd into it.
Yeah, definitely adds a little more of that professional, you know, college feel. I feel like, you know, when you go to a Maryland basketball game, you know, you got that band playing, but, you know, even at DeMatha, you know, it just...
And you know, DeMatha is a college preparatory school, so...
True.
You know, everything here is going to be like college-like, so I'm not surprised by them deciding to include the pep band. Oof. And Hawkins passes it to Peeler. And his putback is no good. And Bowen passes it to Hawkins. Could have been a foul call there, but seems he let it slide. And Hawkins takes a 3. It's no good. And Morley gets the rebound. And Peeler puts it up. But it's no good. Peeler's first shot's no good. The second shot went down though. And they call a foul on number 50, Donovan Bowen. First shot was good. And the second shot's also good. Miller's wide open in the corner. Decides not to take a shot. He takes even tougher shot and makes it. Have a chance for an and one opportunity.
Miller looking like Kobe out there.
Yeah, Sean, I agree with you. That was like a Kobe-like shot. And number 30's jumper is nothing but net. And number 30 goes all the way. Inside, there's a jump ball call. They call a foul on the Ireton player there. 1:18 left in the game. DeMatha seems to get this, the game going.
DeMatha, they got 2 home games coming up next week, February 6th against St. Mary's Ireton and Bishop McNamara, both coming to DeMatha. And I would say we could probably handle those teams and keep this win streak going, and possibly turn this into a 5-game win streak.
Yeah, Sean, that would be great. We had 2 tough losses so far, and it would just, probably to our biggest 2 rivals. So, to lose any more games, that would be very hard for these guys. And Peeler gets an and one opportunity. But the shot does not fall. And number 24 dribbles inside. He swings it out to number 2. Number 24 fakes the 3. It goes inside. And the shot's no good. And Higgins will dribble it out. He swings it out to Bowen. So 5 seconds left. I'll just dribble it out. So at the end of the game, score is 75-61 in DeMatha's favor. Sean, I think this was a great win for the Stags. The last game we did was a tough L to St. John's. They just outplayed us in that game. And for them to come out, not in the early going really, but they got it going, especially in the second quarter. I think it was a great win for us, and something we can improve on.
Yeah, 2 tough L's to Gonzaga and St. John's, but turning those L's into dubs on this 3-game winning streak now, hoping to extend it into next week's game against Ireton and McNamara.
Yep. So stay tuned in those games. As we said earlier, you can watch our games on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube, and on the NHFS Network.
Something like that.
.com.
Just follow us on Twitter at DMStacksTV. We'll tweet out the link.
Yeah, that phrase is sometimes hard to say, but it was a great game, great win for the Stags. I'm Bryce Carter. That's Sean Lamone, and we'll see you next week in the Ireton game.